Derrick Van Orden is a retired Senior Chief Petty Officer who served for 26 years in the U.S. Navy. He began his career as a corpsman with the Marines. And later completed BUDS training and was first assigned to SEAL Team 4. In his 26 years of service, Mr. Van Orden completed numerous assignments and duties, including 5 combat deployments. He represents Wisconsin's 3rd District, which includes the cities of Eau Claire, La Crosse, and Stevens Point. Congressman Van Orden was first elected in 2022 and has served on the House Committee on Veterans Affairs since joining Congress. Mr. Van Orden has held the role of chairman and of the Economic Opportunity Subcommittee, which is responsible for oversight and legislation for veteran employment, education, and transition benefits. Congressman Derrick Van Orden has worked in a bipartisan fashion with his counterparts on the Veterans Affairs Committee to ensure service members, veterans, and their families and survivors remain a top priority in Congress. He has championed numerous bills as the chairman of his subcommittee and is a strong supporter of many VFW priorities, including the Senator Elizabeth Dole 21st Century Veterans Healthcare and Benefits Improvement Act. He is also a sponsor of the TAP Promotion Act and the resolution commemorating the 125th anniversary of the Veterans of Foreign Wars. If you see Chairman Van Orden presiding over his subcommittee, you often will see him wearing proudly his VFW cover during the hearings. He is a life member of VFW Post 1530 in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and has been as strong a supporter of the VFW's mission since joining Congress. Since you're already standing, I'll say it anyway. Attention to orders. Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States 2025 Congressional Award and Citation presented to the Honorable Derrick Van Orden, United States House of Representatives, Wisconsin, and grateful appreciation of his staunch and devoted advocacy efforts in Congress in his quest to support veterans, service members, their families, and survivors. Since his election in 2022, Representative Derrick Van Orden has been an unrelenting force among his peers. As chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs Subcommittee on Economic Opportunity, Representative Van Orden championed legislation seeking to improve military transition support and veteran well-being, such as the VFW-supported TAP Promotion Act, which would ensure the presence of VA-accredited service officers in Transition Assistance Program classrooms where available. He also strongly supported the Senator Elizabeth Dole 21st Century Veterans Healthcare and Benefits Improvement Act, which was signed into law in December of 2024. As a proud VFW Life member of VFW Post 1530 in La Crosse, Wisconsin, Representative Van Orden authored a bipartisan House concurrent resolution commemorating the VFW's 125th anniversary and is a stalwart example of what it means to be still serving on Capitol Hill. His commitment to identifying legislative solutions and working collaboratively with peers on both sides of the aisle to better honor and serve the military and veteran communities make him an outstanding example of the ideals, traditions, and values of the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States, in witness whereof we have hereunto set our hands in the official seal of the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States this 5th day of March, 2025, approved by the National Council of Administration, Alfred J. Lippert, Commander-in-Chief, Dan West, Adjutant General.
Something I'm familiar with. Right on. Will you do me a favor and stay here for 1 second? Hold on, don't go anywhere. Hold on. Hold that. I promise. Right? All right. Yeah. 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 I believe I am out of uniform. Boop. Boop.
Hey, all right.
I need to do that picture again. Hey, watch your hands, pal. You tried me? Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir.
You're very, very welcome.
Holy beanbags.
I have a hubcap for you.
Yes, you do.
I don't want you to lose that.
Oh, I will not.
I know you will.
Good to go? Good. All right, let me go run my mouth for a minute.
Yep, you got it.
Comrades! Yeah! Fun fact, I'm the longest serving enlisted member of the United States military to ever be elected to Congress in the history of our nation. That means I've cleaned a lot of toilets. It also means I know where all the bodies are buried because I buried half of them. And it also means that I will never, ever allow anybody in a position of authority or power to look down on our enlisted men and women, ever. Yep. Had some of my 3rd District screws by the office today. They may or may not have drained my beer refrigerator. They did. And they're like, hey, one of our priorities is the TAP Promotion Act. And I was like, hey, Lefty, dude works for me, grab that. So I had a chance, and they had a chance to watch me sign the constitutional document and the legislation, and I introduced the TAP Promotion Act today for you. For you. And let me be very clear. Let me be very clear. No one is going to take care of us but us. And I don't trust any one of these loudmouth screws that have never served in uniform to look out for your best interests. I don't. I didn't say Republican or Democrat. I said any of them. Who here asked their buddy in a foxhole or going over the beach like a frogman or flying in a 60 or, geez, some of you guys are probably flying with the Wright brothers. Hey, call it like I see it. How many of you guys looked at your comrade and asked them what political party they were affiliated with? You never did. How many did you guys look at your service member, your battle buddy, and ask them what they do in the privacy of their home? No one did. So why do they do that up here? They do that up here for political purposes, and they do that to divide us. That has no bearing on anything. 69% of all my legislation is bipartisan because if it makes sense, I do it. And if it doesn't, I don't. And we need more of that here. No one cares if you're a Republican or a Democrat. No one cares what you do in the privacy of your own home. They don't care if you're a man or a woman. The enemy is aiming at the flag on your shoulder. That's it. And that's an American flag. Yes, it is. I want to address something, then I got to get out of here, and I'm going to tell you why I got to go. Instead of hanging out here, getting liquored up, getting in a bar fight. Which at my age is probably a bad idea. I'm going to leave here. I'm going to go to the Capitol. I'm going to speak to Elon Musk. I'm going to speak to him in person, and this is what I'm going to tell you. Everyone here knows this. Uncertainty leads to angst. And angst is counterproductive, right? Yep. So I'm going to go get, to the best of my ability, the ground truth about what is going on now. And there is nobody in this room that can say, when we are not effectively spending taxpayers' dollars in the Department of Veterans Affairs, that we're doing a service to ourselves and to the rest of the American public. Every single American taxpayer's dollar that is spent fraudulently or foolishly or in a corrupt manner is a dollar that cannot go to your health care. My beautiful one-eyed Marine. He's a good-looking dude. Every single dollar that is fraudulently spent or foolishly or corruptly spent cannot go to a veteran's education, cannot go to support a Gold Star family who gave us their loved ones. So I want you to, there's a saying in the SEAL teams, it's take a knee and hydrate. And you all know what that means. Just let's have a tactical pause. I'm going to go speak to this guy face to face and ask him what's going on. Here are some things that I will not tolerate. I will not tolerate any degradation to the medical care of my brothers and sisters. Thank you. I will not. I will not tolerate the degradation of the ability for the Veterans Affairs Administration to help educate our servicemen and women who have earned those benefits. I will not. And I sure as shit am never going to tolerate any degradation of the benefits that have been earned by our Gold Star families who have sacrificed the most precious thing in the world, and that's their family. Okay? And you guys know me. You guys know me. I am a man of my word. And I will do as I say. And you have my oath. And you have my friendship. So this is going on my wall. What was that?
Bring Elon back, he said.
Hey, listen, you cannot, listen, that's the most successful businessman in the history of the planet. You can't say he knows how to run a business. And you guys understand if the VA was run like a business, they all would have been fired a long time ago. Yep. Correct? My VSOs are awesome. I get my health care at La Crosse and in Toma. Everyone that checks me in, that cleans those toilets, that does my primary care, does the charting, all of that, fantastic. Am I right? Yeah. Okay, but the farther you get up the chain, the less air there is here. And there's a lot of mouth breathers in these buildings that seriously are hypoxic because they can't see what the hell's going on. And I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm incredibly honored to be here. I'm incredibly honored to be a member of Congress. I'm incredibly thankful. I praise God for the ability to help everybody. But this is not my identity. This is my identity. All right? So I'm out. God bless you guys. Thank you very much.